Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching Fayetteville Public Utilities Channel 6. I'm Sarah Mike Young, and today we're on location getting ready for Hamburger Day on the Hill. We're in front of the Cordell Hull building here in Nashville, Tennessee. And on our opening shot, we have our representative, Mr. Pat Marsh, with us. Good to see you, Pat.
Good to see you, Sarah Mac. Welcome to Nashville. We're proud. It's an exciting day up here. We got all kind of Lincoln County folks coming, good hamburgers, the Livestock Association, and Walt Patrick eating his burgers. It's going to be a great day, fun time.
Now, this is we've been doing this for several years, and it's something that everybody here looks really forward to every year.
That's right. Carolyn Given was up here with the chamber last week passing out tickets to all the offices up here. Everybody that comes by is excited about it. And I've had several people come in and want to know if they could have another ticket. So I don't know how many tickets we have, but it's going to be a full house. The governor's going to come by. It's going to be an exciting day.
Very exciting day, Pat. Definitely talk about how long you've been in office and what are some of the major things that are facing you right now.
Well, I've been here since 2009, 11 years, and we have election coming up this year, and I'm going to run again, and I'm praying and hoping that I don't have anybody running against me, but if we do, we'll just have to deal with it. But I really appreciate everybody's support. I'm honored to be your state representative, and I feel like I've gotten a lot of good things done for our district.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Pat. We appreciate it very much, and we look forward to talking to you and some of the others here soon.
Thank you.
We made our way over to speak with Senator Shane Reeves. Senator Reeves, tell us a little bit about your district and what are some of the great things that you have done for your district.
Well, I appreciate that. So I'm Senator Shane Reeves, and I have the 14th district, which is Rutherford, Bedford, Marshall, Moore, and Lincoln County. And I think a lot of Lincoln County. You have no idea how big that district is until you run for office, and it's big. My primary focus has been health. I mean, my background, I'm a pharmacist by trade. So when I came up here in the state senate, one of the best piece of advice I got was to pick an area you're good at and really focus on that. So of the 40 bills that I'm carrying this session, at least half of them, if not a little bit more, have to do with health. So I'm talking to hospitals and nurses and pharmacists and doctors, just trying to provide better health for folks like in Fayetteville and make sure you've got access to care and it's quality and affordable.
Absolutely. We really appreciate all that you do for your district and for all of us in Lincoln County. We appreciate you taking time to talk with us today. I hope you're going to eat a hamburger.
Absolutely. And I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate the good people in Fayetteville and in Lincoln County. Just my rural counties. I love my rural counties.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate what you do for our community.
Thank you.
We've made it over, and we're speaking with Representative Rick Tillis. Rick, tell everybody at home a little bit about your district and some of the things that you've done while you've been in office.
Well, I represent the 92nd House District, which is all of Marshall County, a good part of Lincoln County, and Franklin and Marion County. You know, just being up here serving, I'm in committee at the moment right now, but just, working through legislation. What we do here, we create law that affects people, in the district and in the state. So it's a great responsibility. It's overwhelming sometimes, but we got a great group of legislators up here. We have people, of all different types of backgrounds and careers that is a citizen legislature, and I think we're doing a pretty good job right now in the state, along with our governor.
All right. Some of the big bills facing us this year right now while y'all are in session, any in particular?
Well, actually, the governor rolled out his constitutional carry bill. It's House Bill 2817, and what it's going to give the Tennesseans the right to carry a firearm within the state of Tennessee without a permit. So it's been getting a lot of talk, a lot of interest, and I'd encourage people out there that see this to contact your legislator, whoever it is, myself, Pat Marsh, or Shane Reeves, state senator, to have your input on it. 'Cause it's a big bill, it's a big responsibility, and we'd like to know the people's opinion on it.
Absolutely. Well, Representative Tillis, it was so good to see you, so good to talk with you, and thank you for what you do for our community.
Hey, thank you, Lincoln County, and for having Hamburger Day on the Hill. It's a big
right.
day.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, goodbye.
We're with UT Extension Agent David Quarles. David, we're getting ready to start smelling those hamburgers on the grill, and it's Hamburger Day on the Hill. Why is this so important, David?
Well, Lincoln County is the biggest beef cattle county in Tennessee. We've got 57 or 8,000 head of cattle. We got 2 beef animals for every human in Lincoln County. And so we want to come up and promote that and promote Lincoln County. The meat that we're cooking today is locally produced meat. Walt and Jenny Patrick at Pilar Farms produce that themselves. That's a very big thing now. People want to buy local beef that's produced by a farmer they know, and they can find out how it was produced, and and that it's good, wholesome meat. So we're going to cook about 1,200 burgers today that are Lincoln County burgers provided by Lincoln County to promote our county and our agriculture.
David, you talked about a little bit about agriculture being really important and folks wanting to know more about agriculture and wanting to know where their food comes from. And I think that's going to continue. What do you see that for the future?
Yes, everybody wants to have more confidence in their food and to know, and if you can meet the farmer and meet the people that are producing it and get it locally. And it's just a real good product, too, what we're getting here in Lincoln County. There's just not any better beef anywhere, I don't think.
Absolutely. Folks probably may not realize at home that beef is one of our number one, agriculture is our number one industry in Lincoln County.
Yeah, agriculture is about $140 million right now, and beef's the biggest part of that. Actually, poultry's a little bigger now, but the beef and poultry are real close. Of course, we got the cotton, only cotton gin in Middle Tennessee. We've got 2 stockyards. We're the only county state with 2 livestock markets. We got the biggest commercial vegetable group, I guess, in Middle Tennessee, and 2-3 side farms. We just got a lot of everything in agriculture, and it is by far our biggest industry. And the reason that those farms look so pretty and people driving through say, man, I'd like to move back here and retire, because it looks so beautiful because those farmers are doing such a good job taking care of it.
Absolutely. It's something to be proud of in our community, something for folks to take notice of, because that comes with a whole lot of work.
Yeah, farmers are about the hardest working people around, and I'm real lucky to be able to work with the Lincoln County farmers. They're very honest, hardworking, positive people. They won't ask you to do anything they wouldn't do themselves, and they're just the greatest people around to work with.
Absolutely. Well, David, we're looking forward to tasting one of those hamburgers, those Lincoln County hamburgers, provided by Walt and Jeannie Patrick, and we're excited.
They'll be great. I guarantee it.
All right. We've made our way over, and we're speaking with Walt Patrick of the Lincoln County Livestock Association, but also of Pilar Farms today, because you and your wife, Jenny, run Pilar, and you've actually supplied the meat for today.
That's correct. That was a really neat opportunity when it was suggested. And, I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, that's a neat for us from a Livestock Association standpoint that it's Lincoln County meat, and perfectly for my family that we get to be a part of that as well. So it was a neat opportunity for both.
All right, let's talk about the Lincoln County Livestock Association. Tell folks at home a little bit about what you guys do, what's available by being a member of the association.
So one thing, I mean, Lincoln County Livestock Association is the biggest association in the state, single county association in the state. So we have a great membership. Things we try to do, our main goals, we like to think is mostly giving back to our association members, and particularly the youth of the county. A big thing we do every year, we provide scholarships for a couple aspiring students, and that a lot of our, any of our money-making activities, any of our things are all geared towards giving another scholarship or possibly a bigger scholarship. And last year we did 2 $1,000 scholarships, which we think is neat. So all we do a Boston butt sale. We do different things. We cook for different activities within the county, and all that goes toward the main goal, hopefully, of making a bigger or better scholarship. As far as our members go, like this spring we've initiated that we're having a select female sale. So some things that our association members can do and give them an opportunity to market some cattle, and hopefully in a better way. Past that, we have equipment that they can borrow as being a member, panels and chutes and scales and nitrogen tanks, different things of that nature. So we try to be a full service association, a lot of things that we can do for you or with you. So those are.
Great resource for your neighbors. I'm sure that if you've got a problem in your herd, or you've got a problem where you're trying to grow some hay for your cattle, you can go talk to the other folks within the association and get some information.
Most definitely. I mean, we all know in farming in general, it's a tough go sometimes, and always good to have a good network, and it's a fantastic work. And that's been a neat thing for me, being on the board, getting a lot closer to some of the people that maybe we didn't know from different parts of the county. And that also ties the board, perfectly ties the association within the county together. And, hey, this guy needs some hay, this guy needs a heifer, this guy needs, somebody to breed a cow. I mean, so many things that networking is invaluable for. So, yes, absolutely, that's a neat thing and a good thing for all of us.
Well, all right. We're looking forward to these burgers, and we're ready for the grill to start firing up. It's really exciting, and we thank you, Walt, for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us.
Appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you. We're on the 8th floor of the Cordell Hole building, and we're getting ready for lunch, and we've caught up with our executive director of the Fayetteville-Lincoln County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, Carolyn Denton.
Hi there. Thank y'all for coming up to Nashville.
Carolyn, let's talk a little bit about Hamburger Day on the Hill and why it's so important, and a little bit about how this got started.
Well, I think this is our 33rd year, I believe. It started to bring recognition to Lincoln County and agriculture and beef producers, and was the main reason back in the day. And we're still doing that today. We want to call attention to Lincoln County and put a face with our community for the legislators and folks here on Capitol Hill that make the decisions that affect us. And if they know that we're real people and they have a connection with us, then they will remember that when it comes time to pass bills. And so we are very fortunate that we can talk one-on-one with our representatives and our senators, and I think you all have spoken already with them today, so we really appreciate them and all of their help in promoting the day, and everyone is really excited and looking forward to lunch, and it smells great out here, by the way.
It does smell good. You know, you came up last week and you passed out some tickets. Folks look forward to this day.
They do. You can walk into an office and say, I'm from Lincoln County, or I'm here with Hamburger Day tickets, and if they've ever experienced it 1 year, they're hooked from then on. So they really get excited about it, and we feed everybody from the senators to the interns. So we're just happy to be here today.
Absolutely. And this is important. You know, it's important for our community. We want to showcase our community, something that you do every day.
That's right. And we want folks that we encounter today to come and visit us. And we're going to be advertising the Slawburger Festival and the 50 Show and Host of Christmas Past and all of our events that take place, our Lincoln County Fair. Another way that we highlight agriculture. So it's we have several school groups. The FFA is coming from all 3 schools. The Lincoln County leadership youth are coming, and some members of the Chamber Student Board, who I brought 2 with me today to help with getting everything unloaded. So.
Absolutely. Well, Carolyn, we know you're very busy and you've got a lot to go. A lot of folks coming in very shortly, but thank you so much for what you do every day for our community.
Thank you all for being here, and I know you're going to enjoy the day.
We're with our CEO and General Manager, Mr. Marette Diebel. Britt, it's always good to see you and talk with you. Let's talk about Hamburger Day on the Hill and why that's so important to FPU.
It's very important because the state representatives and Senator Reeves is up here, and they do a lot of good support to help FPU get funds, and we're really digging hard on the broadband grants, and that's the reason we're here, and like I said, they help us out quite a bit.
Britt, it's something that I've heard you talk about before is the utilities and infrastructure. It's not cheap to extend those and fix those and repair those. So there's a lot of grants and funds that you always seek out to find to help us be more competitive on those and get the best deal.
Right, with Mr. Marsh and Mr. Tillis and Senator Reeves on the state revolving fund money, they help out quite a bit. You know, they support us, send letters of support, and they know the meaning of replacing infrastructure or putting in new infrastructure. It's been there for ages, and their goals are to help the utilities, accomplish all that.
Absolutely. Something that you look at it all the time is a vision and a plan for the future, and you've got a work plan for all the utilities out several years.
Yes, we do. We got the water and wastewater and the gas, out to 5 to 7 years, and on the electric side right now we're also working to have one out to close to 20 years actually.
So that's something that you take very seriously. You want to make sure our community has everything they need when they need it.
Well, we try to be there first, to help do what we can do. So it's been a big positive movement for us, and we keep moving forward and making great improvements.
Absolutely. Well, Britt, we appreciate you. I know you're a busy man and you got a lot to do today, but we wanted to talk with you and let you talk to our viewers at home.
Thank you very much, and we also appreciate the Chamber and everybody else that helps support this. This is a big plus for our community, and it's very taken very well for our community, and I appreciate what everybody does.
We've caught up with City of Fayetteville Mayor Michael Whisnant. It's good to see you, Michael.
See you, Sarah Mack. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Let's talk a little bit about Hamburger Day on the Hill and why this is so important.
Well, it's so important because we're one of only 2 or 3 communities that are allowed to do this, to come up and provide a meal for our not just the legislators, but the staff, their staff, and even the people just work up here at the Capitol building. And it's a long-standing tradition. We're very proud of it. We're very thankful that we can do this, and I'm out here making sure that they're doing the hamburgers the right way.
All right. Now, let's talk a little bit. You're the City of Fayetteville mayor, and you've been mayor for how long now?
Since November 2018.
All right. And we're so glad that you're here. This will be, how many trips have you made to Hamburger Day on the Hill?
Well, altogether, I've been here 4 or 5 times. As mayor, this is my 2nd trip. But it's always enjoyable, and the busload of people from our community will be up here soon, and we're very fortunate that the rain isn't dampering the day, and so thankful for the Livestock Association for what they do and come up and make these wonderful hamburgers, and Carolyn Denton with the Chamber and everybody else, FPU, and everybody that makes this such a wonderful event.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Michael. We'll let you get back to talking with folks, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah Mack.
We're speaking with Regina Dodson. Regina, let's talk a little bit about Lincoln County Agriculture and the Livestock Association.
Great. We're very excited to be up here today. We're going to cook 1,200 hamburgers. We're going to have lots of legislators. We're going to have representative senators. Have gotten some great pictures this morning. Mr. Tillis has been down. Shane Reeves has been down, and always Pat Marsh. It is a great opportunity for us to talk to them about issues or things that are concerning us. But if not, it's a great opportunity to network, to know people. Interestingly enough, we were setting up the grill and I looked, and Commissioner of Education Penny Schwinn was walking down the sidewalk. So I invited her to come back and have a hamburger. So it's a great PR opportunity. We also have Charles Hord, who is here from the Tennessee Cattlemen's Association. So we're excited he came to take part.
Let's talk a little bit about when you talked about sometimes there are issues facing agriculture and talk about some of those things that are very big to the farmer right now.
Well, the biggest thing you have to know about agriculture is always a little bit temperamental in the way the market flows. I know, speaking from, and I'm sure Charles would say this, right now cattle prices aren't great. So when you're in a market where you still have to feed things, you have to take care of things, really wet right now, I'm sure it's going to be interesting to see if all of this rain continues. Are people going to be able to plant their corn on time? What are the fields going to look like? Hay, lots of people, we had a great hay season last year, but those are the things, all of those things you can't control actually control the livestock market. We are having, I don't know if anyone mentioned, please check out our Facebook, Lincoln County Livestock Association. We are going to be having a heifer sale, bred heifer sale. We're going to have open heifers. We're also going to have some, these are going to be commercials, and we're going to have a few show calves for kids to pick from. So if you're interested in that, or you know someone that's interested, check out our details on Facebook.
Absolutely. And if somebody at home is watching this and they're not a member of the Lincoln County Livestock Association, but they do have livestock, you would encourage them to become a member, and how would they do that?
Absolutely. Again, you can look at our site. We have contact information on our Facebook. All you have to do, you get a lot of benefits for your Livestock Association fees. And Mr. Quarles over there has all the equipment that you can rent out. We have chute systems. We have gate systems that you can actually go in, and all you have to do is sign out. You can rent those for a period of time. But we had a scale. So there are lots of different things that are beneficial, even a semen tank, if someone wanted to utilize that. So you get a lot of bang for your buck if you're a member of the Livestock Association. And even if you don't have cattle, if you just like to be a part of it, just to be a part of a philanthropic organization that helps the community, this is a great organization. I think they're throwing things at me behind.
But I hope not.
All right.
Well, Regina, we appreciate what you do for our community, and also you're a farmer. You and your husband are farmers, and we appreciate what you give back to the community through your agriculture.
All right. Thank you guys for being here and, letting everybody know what's going on.
We're with Jenny Patrick of Pilar Farms, and let's talk a little bit about Pilar, Jenny, and why you and Walt started this company and why it's so important to you.
Well, the company actually started 4 years ago. I had a sales career and was traveling, every night of the week. And I would come to restaurants here in Nashville, and on the menu it would say local meat from Colorado, local beef from Colorado. And I didn't understand that because Tennessee is in the top 10 cow-calf producing states. So there's plenty of meat here in Tennessee, and the road got too much for me. Started having babies and decided needed to stay home. And we then had the idea to start Pilar Rock Farms. And so right now we do custom beef, pork, and lamb. And we sell at multiple places. We take our food, our meat wagon, all across Lincoln County. And then we do a lot of farmers markets in Huntsville and Madison, and then again in Lincoln County. And we set up and sell out of our meat wagon.
Now, how can folks find you or contact you if they're interested in buying from you, or they want to know more about you and your business and what you do? Their CEO and their CFO are very young.
Yeah, just kind of if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you will notice that we don't take ourselves too seriously. We joke that our children are the board of directors of the company, which is in a way a joke. To my past experience with a large company, that they're the CEO and CFOs and COOs of our company. But it also, there's some truth to it because they're the reason we do all of what we do. We want them to grow up on a farm and live that lifestyle. And so they are certainly the reason that we do what we do. Now, if you want to find us, again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Pilar Rock Farms, or we've got a pretty detailed website at rocktotable.com. So Pilar Rock was actually Walt, my husband, came up with the name Pilar Rock because where we live is nothing but a pile of rock. And so rock, R-O-C-K, rocktotable.com, and that'll tell you where our locations are. It gives you our cut list. We have over 100 cuts. We kind of pride ourselves on having way more cuts from beef, pork, and lamb that you would ever find in a grocery store. So come out and see us anytime we're set up.
Absolutely. And she also gives you some pictures of what other people are cooking with their meat, and that's pretty good and inspiring. Yes. It's very inspiring.
Well, and that's just it. We pride ourselves on having over 100 cuts, but most people only know how to cook a ribeye or a pork chop, and so we are all the time trying to offer recipes and how-tos and education on some of the funner cuts like a hanger steak or hog jowl or even pork skin and pork fat. So.
Absolutely. Well, Jenny, we appreciate that, and we appreciate you taking time out. I know you're helping them cook to talk to us about Pilar Rock and the opportunity. We spoke with Walt earlier, but this was a huge opportunity for you guys to provide the meat for today.
Absolutely, and so glad to do it. So glad to, and it's 1,200 hamburgers, 1,200 6-ounce hamburgers, and that is a lot of meat if you can wrap your heads around how much that is. But it's something that we can do and supply to restaurants, grocery stores, or consumers as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
We've caught up with Lincoln County Road Superintendent, Mr. Tim Gill. Tim, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Tim, let's talk about why Hamburger Day is so important to you and what you do every day.
Well, we get to see our state legislators, and they do a lot of work for us in Lincoln County, and we receive a lot of tax dollars from up here, so we try to take care of them.
Absolutely. And not only that, but you're also a farmer, so this is kind of important to you.
It is. I'm a member of the Beef Council, so they do a great job up here.
Absolutely. How long have you been Lincoln County Road Superintendent?
9 years, a little over 9 years now. So it's been a real interesting job. So.
Absolutely. You maintain, let's talk to, maybe folks at home don't realize what all y'all do in your department. Tim, you guys maintain the roads. You do a lot.
Yeah, we maintain the county roads, and there's about 850 miles of county roads, and it's been a challenge this winter and last winter too with all the flooding we've had. So it's been a hard job.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, Tim, and what you do for our community every day, and your office and the folks that work for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're here with Commissioner Donnie Ogle. Donnie, let's talk a little bit about your district and how long you've been a county commissioner in Lincoln County.
Okay, I'm from, or I represent the 8th district, and I've been a commissioner. Actually, I had a 20-year term, and I'm finishing up my second 20-year term, so it'll be 40 years total when I get through. Started in 1978. It actually changed from magistrate to county commissioner in 1978. So Ever since it's been county commissioner, I've been there, except for the 4 years I went on vacation, I guess you'll say.
All right. Let's talk about Hamburger Day on the Hill, Mr. Donnie, and why that's so important to you and to the county commission.
Well, this day has been a good day for representation from the county and meeting our legislators, and they do an awful lot for Lincoln County, and it's to show appreciation to them for what they do for us. It also gets our name up here. Everybody knows Lincoln County simply because they get a hamburger on this day. So it's been a good run for the last 20 years, I guess, or so, that we've been doing this, and it's been really good for Lincoln County, and we appreciate what our representatives do for us.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Mr. Donnie, for talking with us, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes.
We've made our way to the local FFA chapters are here. They're representing our community as well for Hamburger Day on the Hill. And we're with Jana Owen. Jana, talk a little bit about which school you represent in your FFA chapter.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jana Owen, and I'm a member of the Lincoln County FFA chapter.
All right. And how many members do you guys have in your chapter?
I'd say we probably have over 120-ish, somewhere around there.
And talk about, you're involved in agriculture very much so, and talk about some of the ways that your chapter is very involved in agriculture.
So our chapter is, of course, passionate for agriculture. We actually just got done with our strawberry fundraiser, so our community is currently enjoying lots of strawberries. Our chapter is very involved in lots of agriculture competitions and activities. We have a lot of SAE projects with our members, with their farms and with their animals and crops. We also do a lot of livestock competitions. Our chapter is currently working on livestock teams, dairy judging teams, meat judging teams, and a lot of teams, especially for a state convention coming up.
Absolutely. I'm going to step right here and we're going to talk with Ambria Brown. Ambria, talk about which chapter you represent and talk a little bit about your chapter.
Hello. I'm here representing the Riverside Christian FFA chapter. We're very active with our little kids around our school. Recently, we actually just got done with Tractor Day, and we had barn animals down there, and we had the little kids come tour. We talked to them about our barn animals and what each and every one of us does with them. We are very small. We have 11 members, but we are active, and we actually just got done too with the strawberry sales, and we have been active with them and reading to the little kids, talking to them about agriculture.
All right. It's a relatively new chapter. How long have you guys has it been formed?
Since 2017.
All right. So you guys are working really hard. You've got 11 members, and you guys are working with the younger folks to teach them a little bit more about where their food comes from and about the animals that they see.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ambria. We appreciate that. We're here with Andy Young. Andy, talk a little bit about your chapter.
I'm from the Fayetteville City FFA chapter, and right now we have 48 members within our chapter. We're getting ready for state convention and just got finished with FFA week recently, just a few weeks ago. And like I said, with state, we got a lot of kids going this year, a lot more than usual. We got a lot of agri-science and different other teams competing. And right now at our school, we have the greenhouse, finally getting a greenhouse, and the foundations being built for that on the hill of our school, on Tiger Hill.
All right. Talk a little bit. Yours is a relatively new chapter, too. You guys talk about when you formed and how long you've been going.
We've been going since 2013, and we've completed a lot of things since then, built the size of our school, a large number of FFA members, recruited a lot of people, and working tomorrow night actually to recruit freshman members.
All right. And you guys have also competed in several competitions as well in those years.
Yes, ma'am. We've had great success with many members competing at the national level, state level, and plan to continue this state convention.
All right. Well, we thank you all so much for coming up today, and thanks for being here for Hamburger Day on the Hill. We're here with Jerry Neal of Lincoln County Vending. Jerry, talk about how long you guys have been preparing for this day and getting everything together.
Well, Carolyn and us, we talked about 2 months ago, I guess, but we learn more each year as we come up. So we're ahead of schedule today. So everything hopefully will flow through smoothly. Folks will get fed and get some good slaw from Lincoln County, good beef from Lincoln County, and hopefully it'll be a great day for Lincoln County.
Absolutely. And how many years have you been coming to Hamburger Day on the Hill, Jerry?
I missed last year because it was on spring break. So I guess 5 or 6 years altogether. But this year's probably been the smoothest one I've been a part of. So, but we got here early today. So, but look forward to a great day, and say go Lincoln County.
We're speaking with Nick Bradley. Nick, talk a little bit about your family and your farm, because you are very heavily involved in agriculture.
Yes, ma'am. So my farm is a 3,500-acre row crop farm, and we farm in Elora, Tennessee, which is in Lincoln County. And we're very active in agriculture. I've grown up with a farm all my life, and all I've ever had is red tractors, which is I'm sporting a red sports coat today. So just bringing on that family tradition, it's just awesome to be able to experience that with my family and just stay out there in the field with my dad all throughout harvest season and just throughout the year. It's just an awesome experience to be able to work with them.
Absolutely. And so why you talked about it was a family tradition. It's something that you've always done. Talk about some of the crops that you guys actually farm and do each year.
Okay, so we grow corn, soybeans, cotton, and wheat. The past few years, we haven't really done very much wheat, but my favorite crop personally is cotton, just because ever since I was a little kid, I just got to play in all the extra cotton that fell out from all the bales and everything. And if you've never gotten up real early in the morning to go service a cotton picker or service a combine, you ain't lived yet, so.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about you're a senior this year, your future. Are you going into agriculture? What do you want to do?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to be attending UT Martin in the fall of 2020. So I'm going to be majoring in ag communications, and after I get my bachelor's degree in that, I plan to go to Nashville Law School and get my law degree in ag. So that's my plans right now, but plans change, so we'll see.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Nick. We appreciate you being here today, and thank you for being a part of our community.
Thank you very much.
We've caught up with Lincoln County Mayor Bill Newman. Bill, it's good to be here with you today. Let's talk a little bit about Hamburger Day on the Hill and why our representatives and Senator Reeves are so important to us.
Well, first off, we got the best 3 representatives, 2 representatives and our senator in Lincoln County. Pat Marsh, Rick Tillis, Shane Reeves. They represent us so well here in Nashville. And also, they're always back there in Lincoln County finding out what's going on locally, where we stand, and what are the things that maybe they can help us. So it's exciting to be up here on their home turf and bring the food and their staff and them. They will be here, and we got a few gifts to present them shortly. So it's a great time for a lot of our youth to get to come up and see what happens here, and a lot of our elected officials to be able to come up and meet with our representatives and senator, and a lot of the other. One of the ones we saw, the deputy comptroller, Jason Mumpower, who he's come to Lincoln County. We've been really good lately on our audits. No findings 3 years in a row. We hope that's going to be 4 years in a row. And if it is, he will be back to present that award sometime probably early summer. So there's just a lot of people here that we only see maybe once a year, but they influence what good things happen in Nashville that helps Lincoln County and Fayetteville.
Absolutely. Bill, talk about, you've been the mayor for how many years now?
I guess it's about 6. I'm kind of in the middle of my second term, so it'll be 6 September 1st.
Now let's talk a little bit about why agriculture is important to you. I know it's something that you believe in very passionately as well.
Yes, it's our number one industry. You know, we think about all the industries when we drive around the bypass out towards Winchester and all of our plants and stuff, but still the number one industry far as dollars and what it does for our county is agriculture. We're the number one county in the state for beef cattle, and we're in the top 10 for nearly every other agricultural entity, whether it's corn, soybeans, or whatever. So, you know, it's one of those that I am proud of, but we as citizens of Lincoln County need to remember how important agriculture is. And those people that are involved in it, they're spending a lot of money at a lot of other places in Lincoln County.
All right. Well, thank you, Bill. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to
You're
us.
doing a great job. Looks like you're having fun, too.
Yes.
Okay, we're in the receiving line here at Hamburger Day on the Hill, and we'll just ask everybody who they are and who they're with.
I'm Don Jenkins from Lincoln County.
All right.
I'm Bill Went in Giles County.
All right. Appreciate you coming. What are you giving out there, Bill?
We're giving out hand sanitizers, and all the visitors, everybody can have one.
We do that, then we can shake our hands.
That's right. Now, you pull the lid on it, and it's got a little spray there, so works good.
Good. Perfect timing for that. And your name?
I'm Beth Jones.
Beth Jones, and you're with?
Leadership Lincoln.
Leadership Lincoln. All right. We're going to move on down through here. And who are you with?
Erica Smith with Leadership Lincoln.
Very good.
Adam Eubanks with Leadership Lincoln.
Hi, Treva Buntley with Leadership Lincoln.
All right. So we got all these people, and everybody's in line here trying to get a burger. We're asking everybody who their what their name is and who they're with.
Lewis Thompson. I'm with Leadership Lincoln Youth.
Very good. Appreciate you being here.
Jason Nix, Leadership Lincoln.
All right. And our volunteer of the year, Mr.
Hello there, Mr. Don. How are you?
Jim Neal, who you're here with?
I'm here with the chamber, this Chamber and Tourism Bureau this year.
Very good. Thank you very much. We're going to come on down and ask, what's your name?
Dorothy Lamb.
Who are you with?
I'm with. I'm on the bus. Just on the bus.
We appreciate you. Are Lincoln County?
Right, I am.
All right, go Lincoln County. And your name?
Diane Johnson.
Right, thank y'all for coming. Thank you. We got some more people here that's in the receiving line. Your name?
Amanda Curtis.
And you are with?
I'm with Leadership Lincoln.
And you do something else?
Well, I do. I'm the director of Crossroads Pregnancy Clinic in Fayetteville.
Very good. A good program there. And you are?
Julie Poe.
And you are with?
Lincoln Leadership, and I work at First National Bank.
Crossroad from me?
That's right.
All right. Very good. All right. And this is Mary T.
Why, yes, absolutely.
Mary Tackett. What are you representing today besides Donald Trump?
Well, him mostly, but but Lincoln County, we got to do Lincoln County.
That's right.
But we have got to do Donald Trump too. Yeah.
I knew you would. Tell everybody that you are a delegate, right? Explain that real quick.
Well, delegates. Everybody has to have a delegate. Have so many delegates. So we go to the convention, and at the convention, after he is nominated and elected, then Tennessee casts so many delegates for Donald Trump.
And you were on the ballot again.
Absolutely. And it's over, and we're through, and we're going to the convention.
Sounds great. Well, thank you.
Excited about it too.
Thank you for representing Lincoln County.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Commissioner of Agriculture.
Yes, sir. Commissioner of Agriculture.
And your name?
Let's see. Charlie Hatcher.
Charlie, tell us a little about yourself. And are you familiar with Hatcher Farm?
I'm very familiar with Hatcher Farm. Yeah, so I'm a veterinarian, dairy farmer, state vet for 10 years, and then ag commissioner starting under the Bill Lee administration.
Tell everybody about Hatcher Farms, and we'll talk about your Commissioner of Agriculture job.
Well, it's a dairy farm, been in the family for a long period of time, and I've transferred the management and everything to the family, so because I don't have time to deal with that much anymore, and so I'm representing all of agriculture now and doing the best job I can in that, and that takes my full-time efforts.
Absolutely. Talk about your job as Commissioner of Agriculture.
It's the best job I've ever had and most challenging, the toughest, most rewarding. It's a tough time for agriculture and forestry economies right now. The economy of both those industries are not good. Agriculture is the number one industry in Tennessee. It's very important. There's been some recent trade negotiations. The U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement has been good. We think that we have great hope, and that's going to increase ag trade. And also the first phase of the China trade agreement is being implemented. Been slowed down a little bit by the coronavirus, but it's on track.
Well, we appreciate what you do. Agriculture is so important to Lincoln County, and as you know, with the hamburgers here, and also for the whole state for sure.
That's right, and that's where your food comes from. Thank a farmer.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. We caught up with Randy Boyd, University of Tennessee. Man, there's a lot going on at UT.
There always is, but always want to take time out for Ag Day on the Hill and working with all and help support the agricultural community in our state.
Tell everybody what you used to do. You was up here a lot.
Well, I used to be Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, so I was here for that for 2 years, and I was also a special advisor on higher education and helped create the Tennessee Promise and the Drive to 55.
So you're a busy man, and you gonna get a burger before you go?
Absolutely. Wouldn't miss it.
Go Vols.
Go Vols. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for cooking.
Sorry you're gonna walk away smelling like hamburger smoke.
I don't care. That's a nice thing to smell like, don't you think? That's gotta be the way that slides down like that. Hey, Mayor. Newman.
Mayor's over here.
Michael Whisnant, Fayetteville City Mayor. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming down. Yes, sir. Hey, Gavin. How you doing? Always great. See you.
Mary's Beasley or something. Oh! I didn't get that invitation.
Hey, Bill, can we get a picture with the governor and the vice president of the Livestock Association?
Sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, Governor, do you care if we
His
get a
dad
picture?
is an Auburn graduate.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
How you
veterinarian.
doing? Nice to see you. Oh, really?
Jenny,
Good
and
for
this
you.
is why. Jenny, you might as well get in here.
I'll get
Get in here.
Hi.
And my wife.
Good.
We own the Pilar Farm.
This is your meat.
From
Way to go.
Yeah, right?
I love that.
And two generations ago, they were Hereford people.
Oh,
They drank the Kool-Aid.
And one of these days, they'll come back home.
No comment.
You got us?
I don't. I need to back up. Sorry. Okay, here we go, sir.
Thank you and me.
Yes, sir.
But I gotta get a picture.
Hi, sir. You're a busy man. Every time I see you, you're really busy right now.
Not too busy to come down and join the folks from Lincoln County to have a little hamburger meet. I'm a busy guy, but I'm also a cattleman, so I appreciate good meat, and this is the perfect lunch.
We appreciate you coming by. Thank you for all you do, and you do have a lot going on, and I hope you get a good burger.
Thank you. I'm about to get one right now.
It's good to see you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Okay, you're good. Someone is talking. Yes, sir.
You appreciate the orange tie there, Governor.
Oh, I did that for you, Andy.
All right. Thank you so much. So you'll know
Thank you.
again. You'll know how
Tournament stores tomorrow, though, still this one.
Kind of works both, doesn't it? I got this one jacket that's blue, and because I got the UT Chattanooga that's gold, so it's blue and gold and orange right here. So it's just tricky.
I had a pin from the utility. Good seeing you. Good. You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. We'll get you a hamburger.
Hello, everybody. We want to welcome everybody today to Hamburger Day on the Hill. The Lincoln County, our livestock associations come out and made the hamburgers for everybody that's come in and enjoyed all this. We wanted to have Representative Tillis, Marsh, and Senator Reeves if they could come this way. And Mayor Newman, I'd like to make a special presentation to them. We're just so thankful for everybody that came up from the community. We want to thank FPU for coming up and filming. Like I said, we want to thank the Livestock Association, Pilar Farms for the meat. All this meat's from Lincoln County that's been done today. Our school groups have come up. But we wanted to have Senator Reeves and Representative Marsh and Mr. Tillis. Mayor Newman, if you'll present them. We just had some things that we have from Lincoln County that are special and unique to Lincoln County and the city of Fayetteville. And we want to tell each of you how much we appreciate your representation for us every day in each legislative session. And we hope that you'll find these things useful. And when you look at it, you think how much you mean to Lincoln County and the city of Fayetteville. Thank you.
Words would be proper at this time.
Thank you, Mayor Newman, Mayor Whisnant. I tell you, representing Lincoln County in the 92nd District, it really is an honor. When people elect us to serve, it's a great responsibility for us. and the weight of it, especially when we're in session and we're in committee, it's really evident upon us. But, having you all come up here and do this Hamburger Day on the Hill now for some 30 years, we're not quite sure on the number. It means a lot to us. It's great to have the support of the community, and it shows what a great county Lincoln County is by all the people that have traveled up here, many friends, people from across the county. I'm grateful for it, and I do appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't have a whole lot more to say than that, other than how honored I am also to represent Lincoln County. I appreciate the mayors, appreciate this nice gift. I'm honored to serve with these two men in the State House, and I just have a real sense of pride to have the opportunity to represent Fayetteville, and just such good people in a great state, and I'm honored to play some role, and thanks for the gift. Thank you.
I want to thank Lincoln County and Fayetteville also for this great day. Everybody looks forward to this all year long. It's a great day for the Cattlemen's Association to put this on, for the county and the city. Thank you for the gift. I too love working with Senator Reeves and Representative Tillis. They're two great guys that we get along great. We work together fine. Appreciate Bill Newman and Michael Whisnant being great mayors down there, easy to work with, and I think we're getting a lot of good things done for Lincoln County. Thank you.
Well, I think most of the people in Lincoln County know how lucky we are to have Shane Reeves, Rick Tillis, and Pat Marsh as our representatives here in Nashville. They do a wonderful job. They're easy to communicate with, and they're only a phone call away from not only the mayors or our commission or aldermen. Anybody in Lincoln County has an open line, and if they can't talk with you when you call or answer your email immediately, I guarantee you, within 24 hours, you will hear from them. So we appreciate what y'all do. And I can say this because this is not an election year for Michael or I, but we need to make sure these people get reelected this year to come back to Nashville to represent us for 2 more years and 4 more years. So we appreciate you. Thanks for all y'all do. Thank you.
Carolyn, it's been a very successful Hamburger Day on the Hill. A lot of folks worked to make this happen.
Yeah, this has been a great day, and we so appreciate you all being here and capturing it all on video so that folks at home can see it, and also to be able to interview some of our legislators. And I can't wait to see who all you have talked to during the day. But we do want to show our appreciation to some folks, of course, the city and county for making this happen. I'll turn so you don't have to keep moving. The Livestock Association, they did a great job downstairs out in the on the street this morning, grilling. It was so thrilling that the governor got to come and speak with them, and it meant a lot to them, and it meant a lot to us, too, for him to work us into his schedule. Also, Frito-Lay, Sundrop, and Pilar Rocks Farm, that was just awesome, being able to promote locally grown beef and hamburgers directly from Lincoln County to Nashville tables. So that's pretty special. So we really appreciate Walt and Jenny for making that happen. Representative Marsh's office, his assistant was his intern was a huge help to me, help plan this side of things. Representative Tillis and Senator Reeves for helping us to promote it. Senator Reeves' intern also helped us beforehand too. Shoney's Catering did a great job feeding everybody. I mean, it's to feed this many people in an hour and a half is is great. Gerald's Foodland, and then of course our promotion from the Elk Valley Times doing stories and leading up to it, and then all the pictures that they took today. Of course, FPU, we appreciate you all with your promotion and being here today. WKR, WYTM, and then we were excited to have so many students here, and I'm sure that you interviewed them as well, the FFA from all 3 school systems, and youth leadership and the Chamber SAB board. So everybody's just pitched in, and we've made it known that Lincoln County is here, and we really appreciate everybody's help today.
Absolutely. It was a great day. I think folks at home are going to see what a great opportunity this is, and you would encourage folks to come next year.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. You come up on the charter bus. They let you off at the door and pick you back up at the door. And you get to, right now they're on the Capitol tour, so we were glad that we could offer that. And we invite anyone that would like to make plans. It will be in March. I'm not sure of the day of the week at this point, but we will get that word out so that people can start planning to join us. And we also had the Leadership Lincoln adult class here today, and they'll be coming back tomorrow and doing the tour of the Capitol for State Government Day.
So there's a lot going on. It's a great opportunity. And, tell folks at home what it costs to ride the charter bus. It's not that expensive.
No, it's $20. They include your ride, meal, and the tour.
All right. Well, Carolyn, we appreciate what you do for our community and coordinating this today. And thank you for inviting FPU to come. We appreciate that as well. And thank you, our viewers, for watching FPU's Channel 6. And we'll see you back in here next time.